Good afternoon, everybody. Chrissy, the slasher dude here. Just with some real talk here in my YouTube journey. Just watching Anthony's Horror and More. Um, Kind of cheered me up. It's been a, if you've seen my post on Instagram showing these two guys off right here that I just got off of Amazon. VHS 94. I still need to get VHS 99 just to complete those collections, and of course the Town That Dreaded Sundown, which I haven't seen the slasher yet. It's a classic, I know that, so it'll be definitely worth checking out. Um, so yeah, it was a hard day today, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way real quick. What you see is what you get with me. Um, I've um, my full name is Christopher Joseph Carson. I live in Livermore, California. I'm a grocery store clerk for 22 years. I'm an ATO, which means I'm a manager. And just a quick synopsis here of the day to day. Like I say, they had to make me some type of stupid class in San Jose, which is a distance and it's a crappy drive. And sure enough, the phone that I'm using here to record this video gave out. Google Maps gave out twice, and then I just texted my manager and said, "I'm not doing this. I'm just going home," and just taking a personal day, which he had no problem with that. And so that's basically what you see is what you get with me. I can have good days and I can have bad days, but I won't bring it on this platform because YouTube's not meant for it. Tell you the truth, Twitter's not meant for that. I learned that a long time ago. A lot of stuff that just isn't meant for that. Just a quick synopsis of my YouTube journey. More lighter note. You know, I've been watching videos on YouTube for a long time, since probably the early 2000s when it started just doing, as they called it, the Wild Wild West type of stuff, all kinds of stuff. Used to be a gamer, not much of a gamer anymore. I've been collecting anime, Japanese animation, and manga, which is Japanese graphic novels, since I was 16 years old. Um, I fell in love with that genre as a kid, 5 years old, watching Robotech on TV. Uh, Over here in California, TV 36. And I do remember that. I do remember it playing. I remember the opening. You can look up the opening to Robotech on YouTube. It's the coolest opening you'll ever see. I've always stated that it's better than Star Wars as a saga. Um, I've been to a couple of anime cons, one in 2000 and one in 2001. Um, and It was a great experience at that time, seeing these directors and animators that I grew up watching their stuff and having a round table and being right next to one of them. And a man by the name of, let's see if I can say that right, Haruhiko Mikimoto. He is the character designer for Macross. You'll know his animation from anything. He's one of the greatest of all time. My second um, kind of all-time favorite, of course, is the late great Kentaro Miura, who did Berserk, and then Tite Kubo, who does Bleach. Um, Quick synopsis on that. Really, with horror and all that stuff, been into horror, of course, since I was a kid. I've been collecting DVDs since they came out, and then Blu-rays here and there, and then channels like I kind of forget. It's Her name is Gabby Sanchez. If she still has a YouTube channel, I highly suggest checking her out. Watch her older videos. She has a good VHS collection, and watching her videos, and she introduced me to some horror I never heard about. She introduced me to a horror called Summer of 1984, or Summer of '84, which I picked up on Blu-ray and stuff like that. And this is when Stranger Things was getting big, and I understand without Stranger Things we wouldn't get Summer of '84. So um, it was really cool just getting into horror through that. Even horror novels, horror books. Adam Caesar used to pair movies with books, horror movies with books. I got into some horrors through him. He's a good YA horror author. He's done some other great books. I have a couple books from right here. I've been collecting books for a few years, you can say, from what you can kind of see there in the back through the mirror, which is right here, which is all my horror novels and horror graphic novels. I have horror comics. I've been doing that for a few years. You can say I'm kind of a compulsive buyer with that. I do suffer from a little bit of FOMO. I do have high anxiety, and I'm a mama's boy. So it's just always kind of been that way. But with this channel, basically, Yeah, it's a rated R channel. What you see is what you get with me. I am respectful for the most part. I don't cuss if I don't need to. Yeah, and I will respect other people's streams. So with just the BlueTuber community, really was introduced also by CHH, Christian Hanahor. Great dude, great channel. He does great podcasts. He does great live streams. Um, him like me is a hardcore Friday the 13th fan. He is more hardcore than I am. But I remember getting that DVD box set from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. That was one of the coolest, and I still have that. I'll always have that. One of the coolest sets I ever had. It's through him. I also got the Steelbook Blu-ray set. That's just basically like the Paramount bare bones Blu-ray set, except that one's not getting open because it has cards and other stuff in there. So excuse me, and so that's always cool. Just opening the door to more horror and all movies in general. I love all films, really. I love everything. I love comedy romances. I love dramas. I really love dramas. Quick thing about me, Elizabeth with Kate Blanchett. I love that film to death. I think she got the Academy Award for that. That may be one of my all-time favorite dramas from her. One of my all-time favorite drama movies. Definitely. That's something maybe you didn't know about me. Is I kind of like that stuff. I've stated it before. My all-time favorite movie is Gladiator. I saw that. My 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 dad passed in 1999, and going through emotions right there. So I didn't watch a lot of new stuff. And me and my friend at the time went and saw an anime called X, not the X with awesome Mia Goth in it. And then that same day, I went with my mom to a Dublin cinema theater and saw Gladiator. And I've I've triple dipped on that title, and I've seen it more than a dozen times, and I can almost quote it for whatever like that, and it still gets me emotional to this day every time I watch it. That's why Ridley Scott's my favorite director of all time. But getting back to um, just introduction and my journey making this channel, really, yeah, it's Bob's Blu-rays, tournaments, his live streams, especially Pop's Movie Dungeon, Alan. It was an honor. Um, I highly appreciate that. That's just cool. Just a bunch of dudes just shooting the shit, and he goes, "Yeah, you can come on." And he shared the link in the chat, and I joined. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, just got the can." No, I actually used it through this phone right here. Then I got the webcam to do live streaming and doing a little bit of that, and he taught me how to use the mirror function, get the mirror app through my phone and stuff like that so I can reverse these videos around. He showed me links to lighting and all this other stuff. So Alan's been a great help at Pop's Movie Dungeon. Check him out. Get his subscriber count out. Awesome down to earth dudes. All these men are down to earth people. Jamie Hart, these awesome women on here. Um, yeah, I'll share the love. The uh, the awesome dudes at deadpit Dana, awesome having her, or her having me on her, just stream with those watch alongs of Cannibal Holocaust and Cannibal Ferox. I have both those movies, and I never saw them before. I collect to collect, right? But I collect also to watch. Tony from Basement Blues, the most down to earth dude I've ever seen. Just a cool dude, has an awesome collection, which he earned. All these people on here earned what they have. And that's what I like. They don't bullshit. They don't. My father never bullshit. I don't bullshit if I don't have to. And that's what I like. Just dudes talking the shit and just bullshitting and stuff like that. Brad at the 4K Tent Revival. I call him the truth teller because that's what it is. The truth hurts. He'll tell you his opinions on things. If you don't like it, tough shit, and I love that. I love that about people like that. I love people like him like that. Anthony's Horror More, which I'm doing this video because, down to earth dude, great dude. He has action figures like I do. He likes the DC animated films like I do, and that's great. Just seeing people with these passions. My boy Mr. Johnny Walker, who just down to earth badass dude. And I love people like that. Badass collection, seeing him in that room there with I have a PS3, I have a PS4 box back there. I still have my base PS4 hooked up over there. I still do if I feel like playing the games, the stacks I kind of have here. and I just pick them up and just put them in the system and just have fun. I have to get back to that. That's why I kind of stated maybe taking a mental week off after I'll still do these videos here. And same thing, after getting the 30 subscribers, I was like, holy shit, really? The skinny, tall drink of water son of a bitch here. Getting these, I have 32 up, 32 now. Thank you all for subscribing. I highly appreciate it. I thank you for watching my videos, and I thank you for the love that you all show. So that means you still have the same passions I do. Um, to mm, um, to Pops Movie Dungeon's good friend, Dr. Ordinary Ryan. Very cool dude. Um, very educated, has great movie options. I watching those streams. That's how I got into Pop's Movie Dungeon and all those guys in there. Brian Goes Blue and the rest of them. Brian Goes Blue, he has an awesome, huge Vinegar Syndrome collection. I collected a little bit of Vinegar Syndrome, and then watching that badass dude show off all of his Vinegar Syndrome stuff, him and his wife Coco. That's always cool. That's neat. I love that. It's quite cute, actually. Watching them do their theater reaction stuff after they see a movie together. That's great. And just making me get my vinegar collection, Vinegar Syndrome collection up, and of course Brad mentioning that one title, The Incubus, which I got in Vinegar Syndrome's last halfway to Black Friday sale, and he's been the truth sayer to me, and he's basically said, dude, just wait to the sales. You don't have to buy them at full price. He's told you the truth about that. Chuck at Gore Forever, another awesome dude. Like I say, they're all sick, demented dudes like myself. They like the same shit I do. Um, Getting more extreme stuff as they do. So it's always great with their recommendations and what they're saying, the ways certain physical media companies are going, and certain these big budget studios and their other crap that's going on. That's another issue, basically, for another day. So it's always cool watching those videos because they, put a big smile on my face, and they make me happy, and they make me say, yeah, I like doing what I do because of people like this, because they all have the same the same passion I do. Dirk, at Perspective Subjective Collective. There we go. I don't want to get my tongues twisted there. Q-Boy, Darren, and of course, Video Man Gizmo. All awesome dudes, and they got me into Giallo. I knew what it was. I have the teen slasher book, which I've shown off before. They introduced a movie called Deep Red by the great Dario Argento. I got the the Arrow release of that, the Blu-ray of that. I watched that and I was hooked. I was hooked. I was hooked. I'm like, it's a thriller, but it's different. I didn't even know giallo meant yellow in Italian, but it does. And just starting reviewing certain movies on the channel, from another point of view from the phone, and then just finally just putting this ugly mug up here, and just doing the reviews on that, and then finally starting my certain days, like my anime slash manga rec Mondays. I've done 2 of those now. The newest one just hit yesterday. My Fulci Wednesdays, where I've done 2 already. You know, I've always loved Fulci as a director and stuff like that. Rest in peace. And it was like really cool just watching those films for the first time. Now, the first Fulci film I watched was The Beyond, but then just kind of going in a little bit chronological order for what I have, and just doing kind of stuff like that is really awesome. It gives me something to do. I can be quite an impulsive person, and it gives me a passion. It gives me something to do, to watch what I have and appreciate what I have and say, you know what, I have a badass collection here because of people like this that all kind of agree with me on same certain issues. Um, whew. Talking a little bit fast, a little bit out of breath here. I'm almost done. But yeah, with just Dirk and Darren and Gizmo, with Gizmo specifically too, since he is a director, just different stuff, seeing it from a director's point of view is the coolest thing you can ever think of. He can have a different opinion. What I can like, he cannot. Like I say, with Don't Torture a Duckling, that's in my top 3 greatest giallos ever, favorite giallos ever for me. He likes it, but he doesn't like it maybe as much as I do, right? So that's what I like, that difference of opinion. It's a healthy argument, as I can say. So Great, like I say, great channels. Uh, Jace for letting me on his legendary like long streams when he came back after a while, and me getting maybe a little bit too drunk and shooting the shit with him, and Culture Trini, another awesome person, you know, who collects and has a great opinion on all things movies and great recommendations, and his friends and Jace's friends all coming in there. Some that are anime fans like I am, which is really cool. You know, Criterion Collection, which I am too. I purchased a lot more, as you can kind of seen, like with the pics I put up on Instagram. So it was really cool just doing that and just shooting the shit and dudes talking like dudes and just having fun and be just like going, ooh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. You know, me just cringe a little bit because I don't have that Scanners Blu-ray that Criterion had that seems to be out of print all the time on Amazon, but yet wasn't on Barnes and Noble. But you know, I have to kind of save my wallet because you know I have bills to pay in this awesome apartment that I kind of live in because you know gots to eat and gots to live, and you know just the kind of stuff. But yeah, it's been a great journey so far. Like I say, what you see is what you get with me. Like I say, I did that rant stream a little bit, and huge thanks again to another awesome dude, Caveman Movies More. Same thing. It's like I love Caveman. That's my boy. You know, he said we're fellow tribesmen and we're fellow tribesmen. So it's always cool, you know, having him on real quick, showing his steelbooks off of the Mission Impossible stuff in his collection and seeing that all in the back. I do plan on saving up and getting a better recording type camera, you can say, where I can, and maybe bigger stand where I can put the camera on, like what I have this phone on right here. So, and maybe position it a little bit differently of where my Blu-rays and stuff are at too, because I do have kind of like a little wall of Blu-rays and stuff like that in my and 4Ks in my my kitchen area, and maybe make a chair and make something else there to make it maybe more presentable if I ever do more videos in the future. This works for now. I do plan on saving up getting kind of like a better phone or maybe a iPad or something like that too to make the videos on would help too, or a Chromebook like Uncle Bill of Deadpit uses. So there's always stuff to do, but real life stuff first. Take care of that first, and then awesome fun stuff on this awesome platform starts. 17 minutes, not too bad. Sorry for the rambling on everybody. Just talking from the heart right here, real talk right here, telling basically who I am and stuff like that, and all this stuff in my YouTube journey. And thank you all again for liking and subscribing. Thank you all to all the BlueTuber and the movie cinema collecting fam. We're all family. Everybody out there, you're all awesome. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.